All right, let's go on a little journey together. We're heading to a place that feels a world away, deep into a village in rural Punjab, Pakistan. We're going to see some incredible ancient traditions, a way of life that's still very much alive, almost hidden from the rest of the world. So, where do we even begin a journey like this? Well, we start with the absolute essential, the one thing that makes everything else possible here: water. It's truly the lifeblood of these farms. And check this out. Our first stop is this incredible piece of ancient tech, the Persian wheel. Seriously, think of it like the mechanical heart of this whole area, just pumping life right into the fields. So, how does it work? It's actually a pretty simple but brilliant idea. You've got this continuous loop of containers that just dip down, grab water, and lift it from a lower level, like a well, up to a higher one where the crops are. And according to our source, the locals have a few names for it: Jata, Jalar, or Rahat. Just a really elegant solution that's been getting the job done for ages. And here's the payoff. You can see it right here. As that wheel turns, the water starts to flow, and the fields get a drink. The narrator in the video we're looking at just says it perfectly. Very beautiful view. And it is, right? You can almost feel that cool water soaking into the thirsty ground. Life happens, even on these amazing journeys. Our guide actually mentions a little detour. He had a minor motorcycle accident. Apparently got a few scrapes, but the other driver apologized and all was well. It's just a little human moment, right? A quick reminder that even in a place that feels so timeless, the modern world is right there, intersecting with these old traditions. Okay, so from the water that gives life, let's turn to something a little sweeter. Our next stop on this walk through the village is to see how they make jaggery. It's this amazing, traditional kind of unrefined sugar. So what does it take to make it? Where does this whole process even start? Well, it's actually super simple. It all begins with one thing: fresh sugarcane juice, pressed right on the spot. All right, so here's the whole process, broken down into 4 steps. First, they pass the sugarcane through a machine to squeeze out all that juice. Then that juice gets pumped into a big pot where they add something to clean it up, get the waste out. Step 3, they cook it over a big fire. And get this, the fuel for the fire is the dried out sugarcane peel from the first step. I mean, how cool is that? A totally sustainable loop. And finally, once it's thick enough, they let it cool and it hardens into solid jaggery. And the final product? Well, after getting a taste of it while it's still warm, the narrator in our source video keeps it simple but says it all. He loves its beautiful color and just says it's very tasty. You can't get much better than that, right? Just pure, delicious flavor straight from the farm. Okay, from sweet treats to raw power. Our journey now takes a look at what really shapes this land. We're talking about the incredible partnership between the farmers here in Punjab and their oxen. So what exactly is going on here? This tool is called a sawaga. It's basically a big, heavy wooden plank, and it's being pulled by this gorgeous pair of oxen. And its whole job is to smooth and level out the ground after it's been plowed. It creates the perfect surface for planting seeds. This is an old tradition in Punjab, and it just shows you how people and animals have worked together for generations. And what's really amazing is just how versatile these animals are. Look at this. On the one hand, you have a pair of oxen literally preparing the foundation of the farm, leveling those fields. And on the other hand, you have a single ox just walking in a circle, providing the power for a traditional oil press. It's incredible, right? 2 totally different jobs, but all powered by the same sustainable living engine. And that brings us to our final stop on this tour. It's a traditional oil press, which the locals call a kolu. Now, this thing is a masterpiece of simple engineering, but it also comes with a bit of a bittersweet story. A story about the future of these very traditions we've been seeing. So you might be wondering, what kind of oil are they making? Well, it's not just one kind. The variety is honestly surprising. This single ox-powered machine can press oil from mustard, from flax, from rocket, sesame, henna, even coriander. It's like a whole pantry full of different oils, all coming from this one simple press. And here's that theme again: nothing goes to waste. Just like with the sugarcane, after the oil is squeezed out, there's this byproduct, a hard cake made of the leftover seeds. It's called kal, but it's not trash, far from it. It becomes a really valuable food for the animals. Our source says they mix it into their fodder, describing it as being like dry fruit for animals. So it's a super nutritious bonus. But here's the thing, for all its cleverness, for all its sustainability, our source shares something pretty sobering.
This traditional way of making oil, using this beautiful kolu, well, it's running out. It's a tradition that's slowly but surely disappearing from the region.
And that really leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, doesn't it? As these ancient, super sustainable ways of life start to fade away, you have to wonder, what are we really losing? Is it just an old machine, or is it something more? A kind of wisdom about how to live with the land, about community, about our connection to the world around us. What wisdom is lost when these things disappear?